This tutorial is going to look at how to create your contact list within your Baker University student email account. The importance of your contact list is that it'll help you when working in your SkyDrive and creating and sharing documents or sharing folders, and then also communicating via instant messaging and sharing calendars and updated lists and things of that nature. So it's a nice little feature that can feed into other functionality within your student email account. So I'm at the Baker website, www.bakeru.edu, and if you scroll down to the center of the page, kind of at the bottom, you'll click on Email. Under the section titled Student and Faculty Email Access, you'll click on the Graduate and Working Adult Campuses. Okay, you want the email that has stu.bakeru.edu. And what you're going to get is a login page. So you want to enter your live ID as your email name. You'll see mine's already there, so it should be typically it's first last name at stu.bakeru.edu. And what's going to happen is I'm going to drop right into my inbox. Some of you may not. Some of you may drop into a welcome area or a welcome type screen, but I'm dropping directly into my inbox. If you were to do that, you would look for the drop-down menu at the top where it says Mail and click Inbox to drop into it. Now you'll see within your inbox one of the options you have to do is a contact list. Now I've made some subcategories and things like that already. However, if you want to make a new group, okay, or a new list of contacts, you simply place your cursor over where it says contact list, right click on your mouse, okay, go to where it says new, and then you'll do new group. Okay, now type in the name and then click, just kind of click off it, or you can click behind it or click on it, and you'll see now once that little arrow appears behind it, now I have a new group known as sample. And that's how you could kind of within your contact list create categories of individuals. So if you have a learning team, or if you have a group you're collaborating with, or other students you work with, or outside entities, this is one way to do it. Now to add a contact, I think the simplest way to do it is to click on the group title, and you'll see this one has no contacts in it, but then right click on the name, and you'll see that the name of the group will appear at the top, and go down to new, and then you'll click on new contact. Okay, so after you go down to new and you click on new contact, you will have this little box pop up. Now this is where you need to know the person's email address. Okay, if you don't know the person's email address, you can click on this little address book right here, and that becomes a global list. And so you're able to type in the person's name, hit search, and you'll see that their name then appears, and their email address would also appear with it. Okay, so that's one way that you're able to bring that up. And then you're able to come over under here under their contact information, and one of the things that you can do very simply is add to IM contact list. Okay, so by doing that, this person would be added to your contact list, and the IM is instant message, which is something I'll bring up in just a second. So add to my contact list. Alright, you see how it's shaded in now and I can't click on it? It's because that's happened. So I can close that. I can close that. Okay, and now you see here, part of the reason why that little is covered up, or that little circle has a line through it, is that she's currently quote-unquote blocked. So by right-clicking on her name, I can go down and choose, let me scoot this down for you. By right-clicking on her name, you have a few options. One, I could send her a chat message where we could instant message one another, and that you would know if she's online or not because behind her name, see this little red circle here, and little red circle here, those would turn green. Okay, but first I have to unblock her, so I come down and I do unblock. Now notice here that changed it, so now she would be available. So for instance, if she was in her email account as you are, this would appear green, and then I could send her an instant message. So I would right click on her name, I would hit chat. By hitting chat, you'll see that her name comes up. Now it appears this way simply because it's unavailable, but meaning she's not online, so the message isn't going to reach her. However, if this is not a line through, not blocked, I could send her a message, type the message out, hit send or hit enter. It gives you who said it and the time sent, and it starts to build out a vertical strand of information, and you can IM back and forth with one another. Okay. The other thing is that if you would like to move a person into a new group, for instance, we created this sample group. So I simply place my cursor over the name, left click on the mouse, hold it down, and then drag. See how now sample is highlighted, which is the new group we had created. Let go of the mouse, and you'll see her name has now been added here. So I also need to go in and unblock it again, so that her name can be unblocked within the IM contact. So what this does is this helps you build out your list, and you'll see that you can create groups and you can add people and you can search and find people within the system just by having their name, or if you have their email, even easier, even better. What you'll also find out is that it'll give you access or ways to share documents through your SkyDrive, through either individual documents or folders themselves. You'll be able to pull out from your contact list who to share it with. So this is a great way to build out, individuals you're going to be working with on a regular basis. Build this out. It even gives you an opportunity to create conversation through instant messaging and communicate that way as well. There is another instant messaging feature that your student email account will give you access to. If you were to search Windows Live Instant Messenger, it's something that you can install to your computer. That instant messenger gives you a little bit more functionality. It gives you the ability to see one another through webcams and have audio, and have more of a verbal conversation than a textual one. So I would encourage you to think about using that as well. You're able to set it up just using your stu.bakeru.edu account. Okay.